Welcome to this comprehensive analysis of the financial impact of inadequate electrical grounding across key industries. I'm presenting this research on behalf of ENS Grounding Solutions, a leading provider of electrical grounding system solutions and training programs. Today, we'll explore how inadequate electrical grounding systems impose substantial financial burdens across 11 critical industry sectors, and more importantly, how strategic investments in comprehensive grounding system maintenance and personnel training programs can yield exceptional returns on investment. This enhanced analysis incorporates comprehensive data visualizations and represents the most thorough examination of electrical grounding financial impacts available in the industry today. Let me begin with the key findings that will shape our discussion today. This comprehensive analysis reveals that proper electrical grounding represents one of the most critical yet undervalued aspects of industrial and commercial facility management. The research demonstrates that inadequate electrical grounding systems impose substantial financial burdens across 11 key industry sectors, with total economic impacts ranging from $5 million to $26 million per industry annually. These are not theoretical numbers. These represent real costs that organizations are experiencing right now due to inadequate grounding systems. What makes this analysis particularly compelling is the demonstration that strategic investments in comprehensive grounding system maintenance and personnel training programs yield exceptional returns on investment, typically ranging from 5-to-1 to 15-to-1 across different sectors. The research identifies power utilities as the highest impact sector with $26 million in annual economic losses, followed closely by data centers at $24 million and oil and gas at $23 million. Healthcare facilities face particularly severe consequences due to life safety implications, while industries such as mining and manufacturing experience significant operational disruptions that cascade through supply chains. The analysis reveals that downtime costs alone can reach $750,000 per hour in power utilities, making even minimal investments in grounding system integrity economically compelling. Perhaps most importantly, training programs emerge as the most cost-effective intervention, with payback periods typically ranging from 1.0 to 2.4 months across industries. The data demonstrates that every 1% of labor budget invested in electrical grounding training yields productivity increases of 12 to 24%, depending on the sector. Now let's examine the detailed breakdown of financial impact across our highest impact sectors. The data reveals significant variation in economic consequences, which directly correlates with the criticality of electrical systems in each industry. Power utilities leads with $26 million in annual impact. Substation grounding failures trigger widespread outages, with downtime costs reaching $750,000 per hour. When a transmission line failure occurs due to inadequate grounding, the average cost is $450,000 per incident. Data centers represent our second highest impact sector at $24 million annually. The concentration of high-value equipment in small spaces makes this sector particularly vulnerable to grounding failures. Downtime costs average $540,000 per hour, with server damage averaging $25,000 per incident. Oil and gas operations face $23 million in annual impact, operating in high-risk environments that combine flammable materials with complex electrical systems. Refinery operations report average costs of $450,000 per incident, with processing facility equipment damage averaging $575,000. Healthcare rounds out our top four at $22 million annual impact. This sector presents unique challenges due to life safety implications and sensitive medical equipment. Medical equipment damage averages $8.35 million annually across the sector. The return on investment analysis presents perhaps the most compelling data in our entire analysis. These numbers demonstrate that grounding system management should be viewed as a profit center, not a cost center. Mining achieves the highest return on investment at 10-to-1 to 15-to-1. This reflects the high-risk environment and substantial downtime costs of $580,000 per hour. Oil and gas delivers returns of 9-to-1 to 14-to-1, with annual training investments of $45,000 to $85,000 generating average savings of $650,000. Power utilities shows returns of 8-to-1 to 12-to-1, with training costs of $25,000 to $45,000 per substation yielding $350,000 in annual savings. Healthcare demonstrates returns of 7-to-1 to 10-to-1, with emphasis on life safety implications and improved patient safety outcomes. Even our most conservative sector, renewable energy, shows substantial returns at 5-to-1 to 7-to-1. Let's examine the specific mechanics of how training investments deliver such exceptional returns. Mining leads with a 1.0-month payback period and 24% productivity increase. This means that within just 30 days, the training investment has completely paid for itself. Power utilities achieves payback in 1.2 months with 22% productivity increase. Oil and gas follows at 1.3 months with 21% productivity increase. Data centers shows 1.5 months payback with 19% productivity improvement. The key finding here is that every 1% of labor budget invested in electrical grounding training yields productivity increases of 12 to 24%, depending on the sector. Our risk assessment framework evaluates electrical grounding risks across 5 critical dimensions. Financial impact evaluates both direct and indirect costs. Safety consequences assesses potential for personnel injury and public safety implications. Operational disruption measures impact on core business functions. Regulatory compliance examines potential violations and fines. Asset degradation analyzes long-term equipment damage and maintenance costs. The comprehensive comparison matrix evaluates industries across 5 critical dimensions. Economic impact measures total annual financial burden. Safety risk evaluates life safety implications. Training ROI measures financial returns from training programs. Downtime cost evaluates hourly operational disruption costs. Implementation complexity assesses difficulty of comprehensive solutions. Based on our comprehensive analysis, I recommend a strategic implementation timeline. Immediate priority actions within 0 to 3 months should focus on comprehensive grounding system audits, personnel training programs, and addressing high-risk safety areas. Medium-term strategic investments spanning 3 to 12 months should implement systematic upgrades, develop diagnostic capabilities, and establish maintenance protocols. Long-term capability development beyond 12 months should focus on building internal expertise, integrating systems, and implementing advanced technologies. This comprehensive analysis demonstrates conclusively that electrical grounding system management represents a strategic investment opportunity rather than merely a maintenance expense. The financial impact of inadequate electrical grounding ranges from $5 million to $26 million annually per industry, while strategic investments yield returns of 5-to-1 to 15-to-1 with payback periods as short as 1 month. Organizations that recognize this opportunity and invest accordingly will transform their electrical grounding systems from a liability into a strategic asset. ENS Grounding Solutions stands ready to help your organization achieve these exceptional returns. We're located at 28202 Cabot Road, Suite 300, in Laguna Niguel, California. You can reach us at 1-310-318-7151 or visit our website at www.esgroundingsolutions.com. Our comprehensive services include grounding system audits, personnel training programs, system design and implementation, diagnostic testing and certification, and ongoing maintenance programs. I encourage you to schedule a consultation to discuss how ENS Grounding Solutions can help your organization realize the exceptional returns demonstrated in today's analysis. The opportunity to transform your electrical grounding systems into a strategic asset is available today. Thank you for your attention to this critical analysis.